Hello, and welcome back. I am Ruby Burrito, and today I wanted to talk about dailies. So there's two different types of dailies that I'm going to talk about today. The first one is going to be the daily achievements, and the second one is going to be login characters. So if you're new to Guild Wars, you might not be intimately familiar with the daily achievements panel. So if you go to the achievements panel, one of the first sections should be dailies. There are three categories of dailies: PvE, PvP, and World v World. The PvE ones rotate and have quite a big library of achievements to complete, whereas PvP is almost constant every single day, and World v World does rotate, but it's a much smaller variety. For example, World v World might be taking a tower or a keep or defending an objective. PvP is winning a game, maybe getting a rank reward, getting kills, and then PvE can be anywhere from harvesting crafting materials, so gathering, logging, or mining in a certain region, or a jumping puzzle, a mini dungeon, completing events on a specific map. So those will actually bring you a lot further around the entire map of Tyria. There are other daily categories. If you look below the regular daily, you'll see daily End of Dragons, daily Fractals, daily Strikes, so on and so on. Those are more end game pieces of content and are more specific if you're going for something that's related to that content. So daily strikes are good to pay attention to or fractals if you want to do either one of those for end game content, because that's what people will most likely be doing on that day for the bonus rewards. The Living World Season 4 maps are good if you need those currencies, same with Season 3, and so on and so forth. The main focus, I would say, would be the regular dailies, because completing them, while each individual achievement gives you a little bit of rewards, for example, the gathering ones give you a chest of bonus resources of whatever it is you're gathering. World v World gives you reward track progress, same with PvP. But when you complete 3 of them, and you complete the overall daily, there's 10 achievement points and 2 gold. Well, and spirituals, but the gold and the achievement points are going to be the most helpful. Achievement points can unlock gold boosts, and they can give you skins. On top of that, people might look at your achievement points to see how in tune you are with the game. So the more you have, generally the better. When it comes to logging characters, I would say there's a wider variety of things you can do. From leaving a character at the end of a jumping puzzle, leaving a character in an area where there's quite a few nodes to gather from. Honestly, that's most of them, but there's quite a few locations to do those. I will be putting a link to a website in the description, which is the Fast Farming Guild's website, and that is the one that I use to set up. I think when I counted earlier, about 12 of my 19 characters are set up specifically for a location, a chest, or gathering. One of those is my home instance. I farm my home instance just about every day. There's quite a few crafting materials in there that I want, and my gathering tools give me extra resources. I have 2 guild halls that I farm. One of them is maxed out, one of them is not, which is why you can farm multiple. You can only farm 1 per account of the maxed out, same with your home instance. But then I have 10, 11 different characters that are at the end of jumping puzzles or at different chests to get resources that are best for me. Another thing that I will suggest is Guild Wars 2 efficiency. So Guild Wars 2 Efficiency is another really helpful website for keeping track of your account. So once you get your API key, which you get from Gw2.com, if you log in, you can go to your account and generate an API key. When you make an account on Guild Wars 2 Efficiency, you can see your bank, your material storage, you can see achievements you've unlocked, how many other people have unlocked that achievement if they've made a Guild Wars 2 Efficiency account, and so on and so forth. That's actually how I have been helping myself to progress in the game lately, is I have a few goals for crafting, but outside of that, I've been trying to get some achievements, and I've been looking at the achievements that the most people have obtained, the largest percentage of people on efficiency have obtained that I have not. So, there's a lot of things you can do with either one of those, and I'll have a link for both in the description. On top of that, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, the Guild Wars 2 community is huge. Hugely helpful, very knowledgeable, and there are Discord communities set up for helping you trade, there are Discord communities set up for helping you meet people, there are YouTubers who have dedicated Discords and guilds for helping train people, whether it's end-game content, early game content, people just there to answer questions. Most Twitch streamers, if you pop into one of their streams and you just have a question, I would almost guarantee they would answer whatever it is, so long as it's a genuine question. Struggled with that one a little bit. But at the end of the day, there's a lot you can do every day, but it's also an easy way to burn yourself out. I've had Astrid in a couple of my videos, and she doesn't really do dailies. She might try to do the daily in World v World if we're running in World v World, because we end up running around reset time, and most guilds will try to push for that if we're running with them. But that's about it. That's just for the extra gold, and because it's sometimes just a little bit easier. Outside of that, she doesn't have login characters or anything like that. So ultimately, it's up to you. If you need to make a legendary that has silver doubloons, you can have a level 21 character, put them at the end of a jumping puzzle, and let them sit there and open the chest once a day and get silver doubloons. If you need eternal ice shards for crafting the Ice Brood Saga weapons, you can have your characters sit at the end of those chests. That's the kind of stuff that I have my characters doing, which will be the footage in the background. But the most important thing is to enjoy yourself. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'll have, as I said previously, the link for the FAST website, Guild Wars 2 Efficiency, and then Wooden Potatoes is one of the largest YouTubers in the Guild Wars community. I'll link his YouTube as well in case anybody hasn't seen it already. Even when he's not posting extremely frequently, he has playthroughs, he has guides. I think a couple years ago now, he sat down with the Trading Post Guild. The Discord that I'm in with them is Overflow Trading Post. I'm not sure if that's, I'm not sure I remember the actual guild name, but they have members that have tens, if not hundreds of thousands to millions of gold, which is an obscene amount of gold. So they really know what they're doing. Guys like Wooden Potatoes have access to the community in a ways that they can allow to share that information. So definitely check out what he's doing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.